Alright, what's up guys? Back for another video. And looking at the 10-day forecast, we're getting 1 degree here on Saturday. So, see here, our bushes are definitely losing a lot of their leaves all around. I got some trimmed up. But, we're going to start emptying out the fountain here today. So, it is a sucky time for sure to get doing this, but, it is what you have to do to kind of keep these things running. Because 1 degree, I'm not going to risk running this in 1 degree now that the water's moving. This one up there, right up there on the deck, froze. Oof, it had to have been 30 degrees, and it's going to be 26 or 33 at when froze like solid. It's going to be like 25 tomorrow morning. So we're going to get these shut off, and we're going to get the shop vac running, and yeah. A couple things when running a shop vac to do certain things like this. You want to make sure you take out the filter of the shop vac. Otherwise, you're going to cause yourself some problems. It won't be able to detect when it's full, and it'll just, overall, you might ruin your vacuum and the motor inside. So always be sure to make sure you're not running it with filters in. You should be good to go. So here's our shop vac right here. We're going to make sure we have all that done. The filter's out, which it should look like this. And that means you should work fine. So that's what we'll use to get that fountain emptied. Alrighty, the shop vac's running. Make sure you got always make sure you got air coming out of the hose. Test it with any object. Before you start the process. Before you start working on any project like this, always make sure your power is unplugged. And everything gets a second to shut down, drain. That way you can make sure to get the majority of the water and dirt possible. Scrubbing is a possibility, but does not have to be done. As you can see here, here's the buildup of all the yearly stuff. So you got little worms and everything, clovers, and so all these rocks are going to get cleaned and replaced in here for wintertime. We can give it a quick scrub and then start using the shop vac to suck out all the water. And now that our fountain is kind of rubbed, we are good to start the cleaning process. Let's start with unloading our rocks. Yeah. Draining out the shop vac. Our next step will be to remove this little thing in here now. Be careful reaching in here. Could be bugs. Oh! Be careful too, you could break these pieces. So just get this out of the way. Oh, God, this is a heavy piece of fountain equipment. Move that out of the way. And once you do, it'll be revealed with the pump area, usually, which is the most gross. So this is the area that needs to be cleaned out pretty immediately before taking the pump in for the winter. Now, although it looks cleaner, get a hose out, spray it all down again, and wash it out again. I like to use one of these high pressure shooters. Gets a lot of the stuff done. You need yourself one of these for any type of spraying job you may do. You need yourself one of these. Alrighty, and here's the pump. It's been running since pretty much June, so cool. It is out of the fountain. We'll get an extra cleaning going. We'll make sure we suck every ounce of water out of here because it will freeze in the next 2 days. So, yep. Alrighty, so this fountain is cleaned off. We will take a look at what it looks like here. So this should be ready for the winter. As you can see, just a couple tips to keep in mind when you're cleaning a fountain. Get it all dry. Look in the back, because that's where all your water is going to be. So dry it out completely in case you get a freeze. And yeah, so this is moist. It'll probably be dry by tomorrow night, fully. It might snow tomorrow night, so first snow. So it might, look how it does. But the fountain's dry and now is ready for winter. So now, let's work on those ones. Alrighty, so here's our other fountain. I just displayed it with nice rocks. We'll keep them in there as a winter interest sort of thing, but it's going to need some cleaning as well. But we will just empty it out today, load all the rocks off, and Now that the rocks are unloaded, we'll take the top piece off and get cleaning. This fountain is done and ready for winter. Gave me some problems and the phone fell a few times. But now we're getting to the easiest fountain. All we gotta do here is disconnect the power cable, take the pump out, and literally tip it over, and then we're done. This is a newer pump, and we just put it in like in July, but this was the most stinky thing pulling it out. This cord here has got yellow slime on it, and so it's gonna have to need a spray down, but this fountain usually keeps the water the longest, because it never does, so that's probably the reason, but the pump's clean. We'll go put it in the bucket in the garage for the winter and set it up in the summer. And the last fountain is clean, dry inside. Make sure you get them all dry. So we'll put the hose away, shop back away, and get done with this. Alrighty, so that is the end of our fountain cleaning. Unfortunately, they're all unclean, or they're all cleaned and shut off for the winter. So, always just make sure to clean them. You really want to clean them below you get 32, but they can run usually. Some versions will ice, but usually they can run till, I've had them run till 25, but we're going to be 25 tomorrow morning. But 1 degree on Saturday, so you just want to make sure your fountains stay clean, emptied, because when they break, especially, you really got to worry if their fountains made out of concrete and stuff like that. So they are clean. We have no worry. They're dry. They'll be bone dry before the freeze tomorrow. So should be good. See you guys in the next project.